just go out and vote the best candidates. Do you understand? Candidates. This is not about the party.
You're mistaken if you thought that the tension and anxiety that came with the general election ended after Bola Ahmed Tinubu was declared president-elect. Jagaban's failure to secure the most votes in Lagos, despite being the long-standing godfather of the southwest state, proved two things: that APC has lost its stronghold on Lagos for the first time in 20 years, and social media is both a political strategy and a solid structure. As you already guessed, this only means one thing. The Lagos State governorship election just got hotter, like in the time of the late Funsho Williams. About 16 candidates have tossed their hats in the ring, but so far, only 3 candidates seeking to paddle the affairs of the only state in Nigeria generating an internal revenue of 753 billion yearly have gained popularity on the streets of Lagos. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, the incumbent governor of Lagos State, runs under APC. Abdul-Azeez Adediran, also known as Jandor, is running under PDP, and Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivour is running under Labour Party. Months before the presidential polls, many would have sworn that the governorship election was a free, easy ticket for Sanwo-Olu, and other candidates stood absolutely no chance. But the rise of the Labour Party, angry Nigerian youths, and tribal propaganda has made the election an actual battleground. At the time of scripting, we got insider information that all candidates had been forced to return to the drawing board to re-strategize their campaigns. But the question remains, who stands the most chance of becoming the next governor of Lagos State?
Hello guys, it's Tico here for African Glitz.
You see, most politicians typically have bought their way into office or muscled their way into office. This is the first time that people are putting politicians in, not because of the money that they are giving, but because of love, because of hope.
Let's start with Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivour. The 40-year-old politician isn't just the new kid on the block, but also the youngest of the 3 major aspirants kicking to become governor of Lagos State. Gbadebo Rhodes-Vivour, who goes by the alias GRV or nickname the Hopeful Nigerian, prides himself as the architect who wants to rebuild Lagos. But the real question is, what experience could he possibly have? Surely he isn't just bringing a certificate from 2 foreign universities and Unilag to the table. GRV has not held any political position in the past. The architect started his political career in 2017 when he contested for chairman of Ikeja local government area under the Kowa party and lost. The human rights activist again lost his bid to represent Lagos West at the Senate under PDP in 2019. Despite joining the EndSARS protest in 2020, people only began paying attention to GRV in 2022, when he campaigned for Peter Obi aggressively ahead of the 2023 presidential poll. And now, the activist from a wealthy family has got everyone listening after Peter Obi floored Tinubu in Lagos during the presidential election. The soft and well-spoken graduate of MIT is now riding on the popularity of Peter Obi and the Labour Party. On social media, the youths are massively campaigning for the architect just for being a candidate of the Labour Party as they chant "Obedience, LOP 74, Labour Party top to bottom." The icing on the cake is Rhodes-Vivour's manifesto of fixing Lagos housing deficit, free education, and building an inclusive Lagos for people of all tribes and religions. But you all know that saying, politics is a dirty game, and the game just got tougher for GRV as the opposition party hit him below the belt for having Igbo blood. As if things could get any worse, they have begun addressing him by his Igbo name, Chinedu. Undoubtedly, Gbadebo Rhodes is an indigene of Lagos State, his family tracing their origin to formerly enslaved people that settled in Lagos centuries ago. While his father may be Yoruba, GRV's mother was Igbo and has suddenly become a problem among Lagosians who insist that an Igbo man cannot rule them. Supporters of the opposition party also went fishing and they found tweets that have made many label him as IPOB and Biafra apologist and anti-Yoruba bigot. In a tweet as far back as 2016, GRV sympathized with pro-Biafra protesters. In 2021, the governorship candidates defended IPOB for deploying the ESN, a security outfit introduced by Nnamdi Kanu before the Nigerian government captured him. In another tweet, GRV called a Yoruba follower Afonja, a slur used by other tribes. Supporters of the opposition party lost it recently after GRV said it would ensure Biafra Day is celebrated in Lagos if elected governor. But that's not all that's working against GRV, but also his family. Despite an endorsement from PDP chieftain Bode George and Senator Kofoworola Akerele-Bucknor, the deputy governor to Tinubu when he was governor of the state, GRV brother Rotimi Rhodes-Vivour has endorsed the opposition party candidate. But maybe there is still hope for the self-acclaimed hopeful Nigerian following his visit to the Lagos State Spear Market, recently razed down by the fire. The governor hopeful donated 15 million naira to victims and promised to rebuild the market if elected. Adding his 2 cents about GRV, Femi Fani-Kayode tweeted saying this Labour Party candidate, whose mother and wife are Igbo, is running an anti-Yoruba and pro-Igbo campaign. He questions if the Igbo will allow any Yoruba man do such a thing in the East. Our liberalism and willingness to accommodate others have become our biggest albatross, he claimed, amongst several other things.
What exactly is governance? Is it beyond the ability to manage human and material resources and then see to the well-being of Lagosians by using their resources to make life meaningful to them? Identify best hands to deploy where? Have a strong will to take difficult decisions in the interest of generality of Lagosians, and more importantly, provide leadership.
The second most popular candidate eyeing the governorship seat in Lagos is Abdul-Azeez Adediran, famously known as Jandor. Last year, the candidate running under PDP recruited popular Nollywood actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele to give him a better chance at winning, but it looks like his strategy was dead on arrival. Hours after he won the PDP ticket, Funke Akindele's husband, JJC Skills, announced their separation, causing a lot of controversies. Not long, fans of the actress started telling the mother of two to drop her political ambition and fix her home first. According to them, if Funke can't fix her home, she can't also fix Lagos State. Jandor, who is also young and inexperienced, has not exactly received love and support from Lagosians, despite promising to end thuggery and godfatherism in the state. The 45-year-old politician's campaign is inconsistent and not gaining much momentum beyond Ikorodu, where Funke Akindele hails from. Nigerian celebrities also have snubbed Funke Akindele. On social media, hardly any of her colleagues are showing love and support for her ambition. Even her close friend, Eniola Badmus, has thrown her weight behind the opposition party. So far, we can only count on 1 or 2 people like Ruth Kadiri and Alex Ekubo drumming support for the Omogeto star. When many queried the snobbish attitude towards the Nollywood actress, fans pointed out that Funke is also not a nice person. They say she hardly supports her colleagues on social media and only attends events organized by friends.
Yes, a lot of people are saying, Funke, why did you go to join PDP? Why not the new parties? Listen, I was invited to come and serve my state under PDP. Jandor and I and other House of Assembly candidates are all youths.
As the election draws closer, people have gone digging, and one of the first things they found is Jandor's WAEC results, where he had 3 F9s, 2 E8 and 2 C6. Olodo is now used to describe the governorship candidate, even though he has cleaned up nicely since 2000, earning him a degree at the University of Oxford. As if things could not get any worse, the father of 2 is now facing abuse allegations. A social media activist, Adetoun Onojobi, has called out the governorship candidate, accusing him of domestic violence and sexual abuse. In a viral video, she bragged that Jandor could not win the election against the All Progressives Congress incumbent governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
You don't hurt a woman. You don't destroy a woman's efforts and expect that because you have the personal mission you want to become Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor, my foot. Not in Lagos State. Not before Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
According to her, despite Sanwo-Olu being called a mumu governor by people, he still listens and does his bit. But Jandor never listens and is very arrogant. She claimed that the politician physically assaulted her years back, and she only opened up to his elder brother a year ago. The activist also questioned Jandor on his wife's whereabouts amidst the ongoing campaign, stating there is no interaction between her and Lagosians. Adetoun also dared him to debunk her allegations. She said, "You are arrogant and you can't even listen. All you do is beat women. Or have you not beaten me before? Even your brother, Baba Ashabi. I didn't tell him anything until last year. If you are supporting PDP people, withdraw your vote or you will waste it at the polling unit. With all these allegations, does Jandor really stand a chance? Especially when Tinubu, the godfather of Lagos, once bragged that he owns the party and is sponsoring them. And finally, we have Tinubu's boy on the roll, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The incumbent governor seeking a second term has been raising his shoulder too high from the get-go, barely even campaigning. We guess because he's not only the product of godfatherism, but also because the godfather in question is Tinubu. On the heels of his swearing in as governor back in 2019, Sanwo-Olu gave Lagosians the shock of their lives when he ghosted everyone, barely even communicating with the people he was governing. If you ask us, this was strike one. Strike 2 came in 2020 on the heels of the EndSARS massacre. Not only did Mr. Governor fail to tell the youth who gave the order, but he refused to take responsibility for the Dark Tuesday incident and compensate the victims' families or release their bodies for a befitting burial. And to cap it all, Sanwo-Olu has yet to order the release of the arrested EndSARS protesters. For a while now, Lagosians have been saying they no longer want him as governor. They claim his performance could be better compared to the billions the state is generating as revenue every year. Also, many are fed up with APC rule and godfatherism in the state. Unfortunately, Sanwo-Olu is on the wrong side of history for being a product of both. But coming on the heels of Peter Obi and Labour Party recently shaking the Lagos political space, Sanwo-Olu is suddenly on alert. The governor who was barely campaigning and chose to be Tinubu's handbag instead is now everywhere doing precisely what he should have been doing from the get-go. The fear of LUP has got the 57-year-old politician engaging the youths on social media days before the election. That's not all. Sanwo-Olu claims he has been working even though he told Lagosians to wind up their car windows at the height of the robbery on Lagos roads and commanded containers to stop falling even though he had the power to do more than just talking. Mr. Governor is also running a less honest campaign. Behind closed doors, he has reportedly threatened NYSC members in the state to submit their PVC, which is unconstitutional. Also, civil servants are threatened with losing their jobs if they vote for the opposition party. On the other hand, people in awe of GRV wife's pedigree are now asking what the First Lady of Lagos has brought to the table so far. It looks like the answer is none as she begins scampering to organize health programs in Lagos State, which many claims prove are not working.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Long time, man. How you take something I've been on that? There's small boy there now. There's small boy, you go there, go train again.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where's you know?
Just like 42.
Yeah, I know, though.
The year 32. The year 32 drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. There's one. Yeah. Tall.
Yes, sir.
You're right. I'll come and they'll send something. Wow, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
How's your guy? It's fine. You know? Oh, really? The wife also comes there, comes once in a while.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, Bob, not be smart Peter Obi don't do for this political space. Oh, Jesus. Oh, but just see after presidential election, see Sanwo-Olu where they beg since they make he call do debate, do interview. He not agree. Immediately after presidential election, the guy full everywhere now. The guy they show course with the presidents. He full everywhere. Church where he did there. He did. See my neighbor go mechanic workshop. He go drop your engine. Now Sanwo-Olu be the mechanic. Now drop full engine. Eh? Sanwo-Olu na hairdresser. He dress hair for salon. See him. Oh, but he not get church where Sanwo-Olu never go. Sanwo-Olu they do all night every day. I'm not going to be surprised if Sanwo-Olu just the Aja the chat. Oshodi with boss. Sure. So, GRV na small boy, but na the fear like this. You not sure say don't late, so. You not sure say don't late.
But whichever way the pendulum is swung, the odds still favor Sanwo-Olu. His godfather Tinubu has just been named president-elect and has more influence over the outcome of the Lagos state election. Many celebrities are behind Sanwo-Olu and massively campaign for him on social media. Even then, the question of who gave the order is still hanging. Sanwo-Olu's recent attempt to answer the question after 3 years of ignoring the youth may eventually become the determining factor for his re-election. So tell us guys, what do you think about the candidate running for governor in Lagos State? Does GRV stand a better chance of running under the Labour Party? Or is Jandor about to be the new governor for having Funke Akindele on his team? Regardless, do you believe Sanwo-Olu will retain his seat because his godfather, Tinubu, just became the president-elect?
Share your opinion in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please comment, like and share. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to be notified every time I upload a new video so that you don't miss out. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.